Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing important communication that is reaching you right now. What will happen and what is it about? I took inspiration from your own readings from the past week, I think, where most of the readings were about a message that is coming for you guys. It was very clear in the cards, and I thought, why not listen to the readings and create a reading about what the message that is meant to reach you, that keeps coming for you guys, is. So obviously this is the message that keeps on coming for you guys, to you guys. And I wanted to give you a chance to explore more of what this communication could be and create a whole reading where the whole energy is about this message, to find out more about what it is, rather than give it like 10 minutes at the end of a reading where we're like, okay, what is it about? Who's sending it? And all of these questions. So this is my intention for today's reading. And to do that, we are going to be picking 3 cards together that you can choose from. And if you like to pick your reading, by the way, using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. Click on it and you will watch the preparation process. This way you'll see which zodiac sign is associated to which pile. Okay, so I think this is enough shuffling. What important communication is reaching you now? What will happen and what is it about? So 1, 2, and I actually feel this one, 3. Right, so let's find out what cards are out for you today. For pile number 1, you have the Bobcat and Blackthorn. For pile number 2, you have the Weasel and Pine. As for pile number 3, you have the Bee and Pomegranate. If you prefer to pick using crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Dalmatian Jasper point. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Sodalite point. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, you have the Bloodstone point. And this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and this or these will be the piles for you here today. And as I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, there's no such thing as too little or too many. It is all up to how you feel towards the cards today. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I'm about to assign different zodiac signs for every pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and then please head to your reading. All right, if you prefer to pick using your zodiac signs, then I've created this special section of the introduction, especially for you guys. Okay, so I have 12 zodiac signs in this case. What I like to do is shuffle them around and then draw out 4 zodiac signs for each pile. I think that's enough shuffling, and I can already see the zodiac signs for pile number 1. Right, so pile number 1, the signs are Libra, Gemini, Taurus, and Virgo. For pile number 2, the signs are Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, and Scorpio. As for pile number 3, the signs are Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo. So, my dear soul family, these are the 3 piles and how each zodiac sign is associated to them. Please feel free to use your sun, rising, and moon to pick your pile or your piles. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Sometimes you'll find all of them in one pile or distributed amongst 2 or maybe even 3. I would usually advise you guys to pick using your rising, but sometimes every once in a blue moon, or not every once in a blue moon, like every so often, I would get hit by a planet in my mind. So I'm just going to follow my intuition. Today I'm hearing moon. So if you want to pick using one sign, I highly recommend you check your moon sign. It's something that I'm hearing in my mind, but it's all really up to you. If you want to go with your rising or your sun, this is all up to how you want to go about it. At the end of the day, your message will reach you. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Dalmatian Jasper, and your card is the Bobcat and Blackthorn. Also, if you've chosen your reading using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this reading are Libra, Gemini, Taurus, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading, guys. Today we're taking a look at an important communication that is reaching you now. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is a topic inspired from your readings from the past week, where I've noticed a reoccurrent idea of there is communication reaching you. And this is why I decided to delve into that in today's reading. Okay, so these are your oracle cards. I think the only thing left is for us to pick out your tea leaves. I'm just going to cut it somewhere. There we go. Woo, there we go. I think you got your 3. These are a lot, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you've got a timing card. So let's take that as well. All right. So your cards are Mars in Cancer with Coral. You can't see that. Hold on. There we go. You also have Jupiter in Cancer with Speculation. I'm seeing a lot of Cancer here. And by the way, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Do note that this is a general reading. Some details might resonate with you, and some other times it is meant for someone else to resonate with it. Okay, right. So one more card. Let's put a tea leaf here and a tea leaf there. No, actually, we can put one of these cards here. There's space. You have Mars again in Aries with impulsiveness. Okay. You have Facade with the solar plexus chakra. You have the month of July. Right. You have Retreat. And look at all these watches. Or these are compasses, actually. They're all broken. Gives me this idea of lost and not worried about it or something. We'll find out in a moment. You have Inkwell, speaking of message. Okay, interesting. Very interesting, actually. We'll get to it in a moment, and I'll let you know what I'm seeing. You have Quill, get back to the basics. This is definitely like some written communication that you're receiving. You have Shark, take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. You also have Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. I mean, the details here, so cool. Okay, you have Target, a goal-oriented person. Okay, and finally, we can place this card right here. You have Eagle, triumph over troubles or obstacles. Awesome. This is the 4th house. Okay, so let's pick up your tarot cards. This is the only way we will understand what's going on, but I do see a lot of similarities of some form of anticipating danger or something. Speculation as well is one of your cards here. So let's see. The only way we'll find out what this is about is through your tarot cards. And so our question in today's reading for you guys are, what is the important communication that is reaching you now? What will happen and what is it about? Thank you. So I'm seeing these, I'm seeing these, this one and these. Also this one. A lot of cards, but these are the ones I really felt drawn to. Right, let's check them out. So you have the 2 of Wands. I feel you're getting communication, especially with the globe here, from someone who is currently not in your area, like maybe the city next to you, or a country next to you, or a state next to you, or something like that. They're not located where you are. Perhaps like they don't live near you. Perhaps why the written communication. All right, so you have the Page of Pentacles. Wow, you have the Tower card. Page of Wands. You can see some cleansing happening after fear of an attack, which didn't happen because that's the story of this specific Tower card. They've actually been saved in this Tower card. So you can see some cleansing with this Page of Wands. That's really nice. And that's the anticipation of some danger, perhaps. You have the Hanged Man. The 9 of Wands being protected. That's awesome. Guarded, protected. We'll find out. The King of Pentacles. There are not so many after all. You have the Temperance card. Actually, we do have space for these 2 cards. If we push these a little bit up, we'll have space for these 2. Wow, so you have the 7 of Cups with a Siren. Look at how they're positioned. Interesting, right? And you have the 5 of Cups positioned in conjunction to the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. And it kind of feels that these scenes are connected. How awesome. And someone was just shouting now. It reminded me of the siren. I feel like someone is trying to call you for some form of illusion. But there's so much more to the story, which I'll let you know about in a moment. But I'm seeing an emphasis here, as I was thinking about where to begin. The idea with the 7 of Cups, illusion, like building castles in the sky. Like someone trying to show you that what they have is tantalizing. Tantalizing you with something. And I see you standing there guarded, dropping that offer. Although it looks from the outside, you do have the facade, right? So on the facade, it looks very lucrative, but I do see you dropping it with the Five of Cups. Or perhaps that's your message of dropping this offer, although it looks lucrative from the outside with the facade. Retreat perhaps is not a vacation. It just tells you to take yourself out of this offer. There's so much more here to your story, but that's the first thing I'm clearly seeing looking at your cards here. And I think the emphasis here with the empty space with these two cards showing, there's an emphasis on your reading that there will be perhaps some form of written communication, inviting you to do something, like inviting you towards a lucrative opportunity. And I do see your cards telling you, it seems like this person could lead to some loss of something. Retreat. Don't, with all the broken compasses here, it means they're not your way to go. So don't, they could be like the right person later, or if they send you the right offer. But as a first offer, you can see that on the facade, they look like they're taking care of you. But they're actually leading you on with the compasses being broken, because here you see the father holding their child's hand, leading them to the right path. But really with the broken compasses, it makes me think that this communication could be leading you on, and you don't want to. It looks so tantalizing on the facade, leading you on to something, but really you should drop it. Because if we continue to look at the cards, perhaps that's why you're meant to listen to this reading. Here with impulsiveness, it simply says don't follow it straight away. Maybe this is here with impulsiveness is talking about being wary and careful, especially with the bobcat, speculate, look at things without them knowing that you're researching on your own with the bobcat. Like, look at things for yourself. And I think with the eye here, this is definitely saying the right way to handle things is not to fully drop it. It's just to drop the preliminary offer, right? With the Page of Pentacles, this is a preliminary offer. Two of Wands says that there is more thinking to be done. So this reading is saying, hang in there with the Hanged Man. Don't drop it. Just drop the first offer that they will be giving it to you. Perhaps with the handshake, when you find the exact way where both of you meet, then you can continue on with that deal, whatever this is. Whether this is like business or someone from the past trying to apologize to you, or, someone trying to collaborate with you in one area of life or the other. In all cases, this is not saying that you shouldn't drop it. It just means you should cleanse it and wait with the Temperance. You see, wait until you can weigh things out and create the right deal for the both of you. And so let's continue with the Tower card here. You have in this Tower card a story of a North American legend, North American tribe legend of not ayahuasca, what's wrong with me? I know the name of the Wyoming Tower. So the story goes, tells of two boys who left the village to explore, and they were about to be attacked by a huge bear, as you can see here with the card. And then the god took pity on them and shook the land where it started rising, saving them from this bear. So this is why I told you this is a story of you being saved, right? Someone could be trying to offer you something, their preliminary offer. They think they're wise, or with the owl here, they're doing something that's smart. I just heard outsmarting you. They're trying to outsmart you. And your reading is telling you not to follow through with the preliminary offer, but to hang in there. This does not mean to throw it either. It's just don't follow that first offer, right? Don't be impulsive, because you might like it in the very beginning. You might go, "Ooh, what a nice offer. I love that." Perhaps it's helping you to save yourself from something that you already experiencing that's difficult, with the Tower card and the eagle here rising above their obstacles, triumphing over their troubles. And so it's very tempting to go, "Oh my God, this is going to save me from the situation I'm in," and that's the trick. And this is why you're neither being advised to take it nor drop it. You have hang in there with the Hanged Man. Two of Wands says, take your time to research, to ask questions. I know there is a word similar to quarrel about asking questions, other than questioning, of course. I know there is. It'll perhaps come to me now, but I don't want to waste your reading time. So speculation is saying, take the time to question and think and ask, take your good time to research this, look at other opportunities around with the globe, and to go back and forth into how you can make it beneficial for you, and of course for the other person to go through with this deal. When you meet, it will be on point for the both of you. It is in your hands to make that happen, where you would understand where perhaps their intentions are, what they're trying to reach, as well as what you can get from it. And if you take the time to put things together and to put these two point of views together, you will be able to save yourself from the situation first and foremost, and you'll be able to present the right opportunity. So that's why I have the Nine of Wands. Stay guarded. Only drop the first offer, because it's kind of like luring you into something. I think once you research well, and that's the key of your reading, research things well, I believe that it will be conspicuous how they were trying to fool you, also what they want exactly, and it'll also be clear what you can benefit, how you can benefit from it. And that's what your Temperance card is showing you, how you can benefit from it at the same time. So overall, it is a great thing that is happening for you, but it needs you to retreat a little to be able to research and find out how you can make use of that. So it's like great luck in the form of effort, and that's why you have a lot of Mars. I remember you do have a lot of Mars. We saw it here. Where else? Oh, there we go. So it's like good luck that comes from effort with the Mars in your reading. Also, the Jupiter is a planet of expansion and good luck, confirming right next to each other that this is in fact good luck, but you don't need to hear it from the very beginning in order for it to be that good luck. I think there needs to be effort with all this Mars energy showing up in your reading. Now, July. I'm really curious why you got July. It is a timeless reading. Maybe July is something, maybe you are in July as you listen to this reading later. That simply could mean that this is happening for you now. But if you're watching this now, as soon as this reading was published, then I'm wondering, I really am, what is July? Why was July important in your reading? Let's find out together. So, July. Right, so you have the Three of Pentacles. I get it. Eight of Cups, that's really cool. And the Ace of Cups. Guys, I understand what July is. July is July. If you're watching this later, in July, this means 6 months from now, the right deal is going to happen. If you're watching this later in July, if you're watching this now, this actually means July for you. I see collaboration with the Three of Pentacles, and I see a tribe, which means that you will be dancing in harmony, just like we see in this tribe here. You'll be working in harmony by walking away now with the Eight of Cups. Take your time, you know, to research this, think about it. Whenever communication is meant to happen again, like when you find something that you believe is worth it, maybe you can share it now, maybe they won't like it now, or maybe they'll, you know, like it, maybe you will find what's important later. In all cases, the story that I'm seeing is there will be a harmonious collaboration in July if you walk away now. Take your time to retreat, don't follow their lead, take your time to think. Whenever you find an alternative, send it over or communicate about it. And an awesome beginning for the two of you where there's a lot of abundance. You see the flow of the water here is kind of like an inundation of blessings for the both sides, for both of you. So this is actually great. This is why it's a hit of great luck. So don't ignore it. This is why you have the Hanged Man, like hang in there. Just take your time to put it together in a better way. You will be the one who will be able to find the benefits for both of you. And this will begin an inundation of blessings in your life because of this proper collaboration, rather than each one thinking of their own benefit without the other. And my dear pile number one, it looks like this communication is happening now, and it's going to take its time for it to reach this abundance level. So this is the message that I see for you with this communication. I wish you all the best of luck. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's an ebook that's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away. As soon as you finish reading this ebook, you'll find that it will shift your mindset forever on how to become a productive person, and most importantly, how to enjoy being a productive person. If you would like more information about this ebook or the reviews, or maybe you want to see what's included, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite point. I'm going to take that. As well as this one. I'm drawn to this one. So your crystal is the beautiful Sodalite point, and your card is the Weasel and Pine. If you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs that I see here are Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aries. Welcome to your reading. As I always remind you, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Remember, it's a general reading. Some specific things in a reading may resonate with you, and it will be awesome because it shows you the what is it called? An extra synchronicity that would show it's your reading, and sometimes this extra detail is there for someone else. All right, so let's first take a look at your oracle cards and see what's up. Although we did not pull out your tea leaves yet, so let's cut it somewhere. I do see some cards falling. Also this one's kind of loose, as well as that one. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 tea leaves. Right, so let's get into it. What is this important communication that is reaching you now? What will happen? What it is about? What is it about? The reason I did this topic is because during the last week, you've been in your readings. You've almost all the piles were getting communication. So I thought I'd heed the call and do a reading about it, specifically about the communication you're getting. So you have Rooster talk about communication. Okay, you might even get communication early in the morning. At least what this reading is referring to. You have Ghost. Whoa, it could be someone you've ghosted. Communication from someone you've ghosted. Look at that. This is a Weasel. Spying. Perhaps someone's been like checking you out for a long time, spying on you. It's someone you could have ghosted, or someone that exists in your life that you have no idea about with the ghost here, that all of a sudden will make an appearance or some form of communication in your life, right? Let's find out more. You've got watching again on a branch. Do you see a bird on a branch? This is a confirmation that this is someone spying on you, have been watching you from afar for quite some time. It could be business, it could be love, it could be an old friend, it could be a flame that went off, an ex or something, because your candle just went off, an old flame or something. We'll find out in a moment. I don't know yet what this is, but let me first change your candle. There we go. So yeah, at least an old a flame revived or something. For some of you, of course. We'll find out together what it is, because I do understand it is a general reading. There are different energies, and I'll be reading the cards and letting you know what I'm seeing. So you have the sacral chakra with guilt. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Right. Maybe this person has done you wrong and they feel bad about it. We'll find out. You have Venus in Virgo with discrimination. Okay. Let me take a look at your tea leaves. So you have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Okay, that's nice to see for you guys. Right. You have Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Okay. You have Flowers, happiness. Okay. You have Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Whoa, you have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. And you have Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so that's the second. Okay. And you have Bouquet, compliments from an admirer. I'm seeing a lot of energies here in your reading, so please take it how it resonates. Let me pull out your tarot deck. Right, and let's ask. What important communication is reaching you now? What will happen? And what is it about? Thank you. Wow, that's cool. Okay. I'm seeing these. I'm also seeing these two. All right. And this one. Finally, these two. This one as well as this one. Right. So let's take a look at your cards. How about we move these just a little bit closer so that we have space for your cards, right? Solid foundation with effort. Okay, so you have the Hanged Man. Yeah, you see with the Ghost and the Hanged Man, I kind of get this feeling from most of you that you do in fact know this person. This is not a new person that has been spying on you. This is, or maybe, you know, maybe this is someone new coming into your life. If this does not resonate, then in that case, then someone's about to show up in your life that was hanging there around in your energy field, but did not make a move, right? But for most of you, I really feel, especially with the candle going out and on, it gives me this idea that this was in fact a person in your life. Could be, and I'm seeing two energies. I'm seeing parents with a kangaroo and the tiny kangaroo. I'm seeing business and money with the money card. I'm also seeing romance with the bouquet and the flowers, right? Or it could simply, with the 4-leaf clover, be a hit of luck. Like someone will actually be communicating with you, giving you a lot of luck with their communication. Some with a communication early in the morning, right? So yeah, these are the three energies I'm seeing for sure. So Hanged Man, 2 of Wands. Wow. Strength card. Page of Wands. The Eight of Swords. There we go. Okay. Five of Cups. The Ace of Swords. Yes, for a lot of you, I think you've dropped this person. But they kept you on their mind, because you can see the Two of Wands thinking back and forth, weighing something. It's also planning, and you have the mind here with the Ace of Swords. So you might have dropped someone who kept you on their mind, and you can see looking out. You can see that all over your reading. They've been there, looking out at maybe what you're doing. Maybe they're your neighbor. Maybe they are watching you through social media. Yeah, something like that. You have the Magician. Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is quick communication that's about to appear in your life with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Something was tying this person down with the Ace of Swords. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. I'm really wondering. 1, 2, 3. Let me think about your reading here. I'm seeing the idea of someone being tied down by something, because look at the Eight of Swords. This person is looking in the mirror and they feel tied down as they look at themselves. Also here with the sacral chakra, you do see someone feeling tied down. Could they have been feeling tied down by guilt? We do see the keyword guilt here. So I would say this is someone who's done you wrong. Now it makes sense. Someone who's done you wrong. You've dropped them. They felt guilty about it. And perhaps why they haven't been moving. They felt locked out with the Five of Pentacles. And it looks like you might be getting an apology here with the flowers, the bouquet and the flowers. You might be getting a nice message from them, like complimenting you or apologizing or something. This time, wanting to build a solid foundation with you. So like I said, this could be a parent, this could be an old boss that you have, it could be a friend, it could be an old flame. You thought you pushed this person out, but really with the ghost here, it seems they were always around. If this has to do with business, I feel like this person, like let's say this is your manager, they felt really guilty towards what they've done to you, and they felt your lack, they missed you with the barrel here. They really felt the emptiness when you left, and they want to collaborate with you again. They will be contacting you perhaps with a better offer with money path. So that's another thing I'm seeing here. But in all case, whoever is contacting you here, it seems it will be a good hit of luck for you, whether to your personal growth or pertaining to your path of abundance, or to you being able to manifest something. Something or the other will be beneficial to you. Now, whether you want to go back to this old manager or speak to this parent or a friend or old flame, this is really all up to you. I do not see anything in the cards telling you to do one thing or the other. It's just simply answering the question of what you've been getting in your readings, letting you know that there is good luck coming with that. I mean, even if this is your old manager or old ex-flame or old friend, even if you do not decide to speak with them, there is a strong element of good luck happening with that. What is that good luck? Perhaps this is what the cards are answering. Tower card. Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, it's coming with abundance, for sure. Some of you, it's coming for abundance, Tower, enlightenment. Some of you, it's going to help enlighten you about and transform the way you think about something. Yeah, it will be so important, I think, to your personal journey, because I see you changing with the Strength card. It could also be you being enlightened about how this person has changed. But to answer the good luck question that I was asking, it will enlighten you with the Tower card and help you grow. Wow, Queen of Wands. Excitement. You know, the Queen of Wands is an exciting person, also passionate. So for some of you, this is good luck because you're reconnecting with someone who actually meant a lot to you, because I do see a mother here again. So perhaps you're reconnecting with a mother or a parent, specifically a mother, but you know, it could really be, or you are reconnecting with your child and it's feeling awesome. There's a great spark of joy happening in your life with this person. So it could really be abundance, because we're getting these energies in your reading. Maybe you're choosing not to speak to this person, but it's leading to personal enlightenment and strength and growth that is super important to you. And for some of you, it's leading to a great new spark being created, maybe old love rekindled, and a lot of passion happening between the two of you. I feel with discrimination that this person has once treated you in an unfair way. But there's something very interesting about this reading. You do see growth here. You do see all the butterflies. I saw butterflies somewhere else, I'm sure, just now. Where did I see it? This one. I can't remember. Maybe it was another pile. But in all cases, I'm seeing that this person has changed. Oh, what I saw wasn't the butterflies. What I saw was growth in mind, enlightenment, how they have changed and grown. I think they've become more enlightened and they've weighed things out and they thought about things very well. And perhaps with the Hangman, they have greatly changed. Perhaps they were after something that they needed and they have come to fulfill that need. The reason I say that is because you have the pine, and the pine tree is very self-reliant, right? So it could be them once having a need that they fulfilled, or they've come to rely on themselves to grow. In all cases, I think there is a different, form of communication because of the throat chakra. Yeah, different form of communication that you will see with this person. This time, building a strong foundation between the two of you. What once fell or shaky is now being rebuilt in a much better way. And since I coughed, throat chakra, perhaps they will call you with the rooster here. They might call you early in the morning. Let's check out the communication. So how are they going to communicate with you? Because in pile number 1, it was clear. They had a lot of pens. And I had the idea that they would either be sending an email or writing a personal message or like some form of texting. Oh, this card was left behind. Moon. Okay, Moon. 10 of Cups. Oh, what I can't tell you before we go on, I'm sure we'll find out, but Moon is emotion, 10 of Cups is elated. I think there will be a lot of emotions involved in this communication, whatever form this is. They'll be going deep with the Moon card. Yeah, expect to go deep, or that you'll be receiving a deep message. You have the Queen of Swords, but also, although deep and emotional, very fair with the Queen of Swords and very cerebral. So you've got both aspects, a great balance here. You have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you might bump into them in your way of work to work. Or maybe some of them will ask you to collaborate with them again. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Right, the question, back to the question, which was, what form of communication will that be? This reminds me of a traffic light. So funny, for some of you, you might meet them during traffic. Crazy, but it's there, right? It's there. Gotta mention it if I see it. This reminds me of a bed, right? A mattress. So maybe some of you will be sitting down early in the morning on your bed, receiving that message or that call. Some of you on ground with the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe you're outside your home walking. If you walk early in the morning, you might meet this person. Or, yeah, that's why if they're your neighbor, which we saw here as well as here, you might be walking early and meeting them. So on a walk. Ten of Cups is a gathering. You might meet this person, for some of you, in a gathering. But I have timing for you guys. The next full moon is called the wolf moon. And look at the two, of course, the two wolves in the moon. So I got a timing here for you. Some of you may be getting this communication on the 25th of January. I do know that the full moon, if I'm not mistaken, I think so. 25th of January. Let me check. Correct. 25th of January. You might get that communication. If I'm not losing my mind at this point, I remember in one of the piles, a couple of days ago, I told you guys, you're getting a communication from someone. We also got a full moon. And I was like, let me check. What is that full moon? And this is when I found out it's called the wolf moon. And then here it is again in the communication. If you got these two piles, my mind is absolutely blown about the timing for you guys. Yeah, so that's really cool. Also, the moon reminds me of wireless communication. So this could be by phone, mainly through your phone. But in all cases, I see the type of communication that you will have with this person will be deep. And I did tell you the different type of communications I'm seeing. It is a general reading. There is ground, like I said. There's traffic specifically. There is receiving communication on your bed early in the morning. There is during a gathering and wireless. So what I'm trying to say is you'll find this communication to be deep, happy as well. It's the happy card with the Ten of Cups, deep and happy, but also cerebral. And I do see with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, there is better collaboration between the two of you. And I see it growing in the right direction, building a solid foundation slowly, but surely. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading of what important communication is reaching you now. Well, maybe something now and something during the 25th. Now that I remembered the reading is about now. Yeah, take these two timings, now and the 25th, as two important dates for you. This is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's an ebook that's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. It really teaches you how to enjoy being productive and not having to do it while suffering, because if you do something while suffering, you are going to eventually drop it. So please make sure you drop it out. Please make sure you check it out, especially if you have important goals that you want to achieve for your year 2024. I know it's going to make it easy for you. Also, in the link in the description box, you'll find more information about this ebook. You'll find reviews. You'll find what to expect. And if you want an audiobook, there's also an audiobook for this book. You can check it out in the link in the description below, in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Bloodstone point. And, oh, looks like you got 3. And today we're taking a look at an important communication that is reaching you right now. I was inspired to do this reading because in the last week, you guys have been getting communication is coming, communication is happening. So I wanted to look more into what this communication is for you guys that we've been seeing, heeding the call from the readings. All right, so your card is the bee and pomegranate. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this reading are Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, and Leo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always say, remember it's a general reading. Some specific details may resonate with you, and that will be awesome. And sometimes they won't. It may be a specific detail for someone else. All right, so let's take a look at your cards. You have the hummingbirds. Okay, talk about communication. That is, sorry, there we go. That is directed specifically for you with the hummingbirds, because the hummingbirds, they know where to go exactly to get their nectar. Maybe even 2 important messages that are about to reach you. And you have lost parrot. Maybe this is communication from someone who's been looking for something, and since you have the hummingbird, this is targeted communication specifically to you, because you have something that someone is looking for specifically. And it looks like you are presented in your reading as a hidden gem because of the pomegranate. Not only do they look like tiny red gems, but they also in Greek mythology represent the underworld because of the story of Persephone. So this is what makes me think that someone is do you see all these flying insects and birds? Someone knows where they want to go. They know they want to communicate with you specifically. I think with all of the flying is sending you an email or sending you a message. And the parrot as well. Yeah, that's communication for sure. Also, the phone numbers, maybe you'll get communication through phone. So you have mantle. It looks like, although it could be communication of someone looking for something that you have, but it's at the same time going to happen in such a warm manner because of the mantle. You have protection, okay? Looks like an antenna as well, which again makes me think phone communication. You have the crown chakra with release. Let's read the story in the guidebook with this release card. We might get more information. You have this is Demeter. You have Mercury in Capricorn with organization. You have Mercury again in Cancer. Look at all the communication with Mercury with intuition. Intuition and crown chakra. Very interesting. And you have Mars and Aries with impulsiveness. Right. It looks to me like they know exactly that you're exactly the right person once they see you or see your work, depending on what this is. Maybe, you know what kind of intuition I'm getting? Maybe you're posting something on an app that you want to sell. It could be your home. It could be a device or something. And someone's like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I can't believe I found someone offering it. That could be another thing. So you have flowers with happiness. Pile number 1. No, these are the 2 piles. Okay, they did get flower. You have ladder, climbing towards success. Great. You have angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. This is the second time you get protection. Okay. You have unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Again, you're getting intuition for the second time. You have love, tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And you have wall, misunderstanding. Right. We'll get to understand what this is all about as we take a look at your tarot cards for sure. So, what is the important communication that is reaching you now? What's going to happen and what is it about? Oh yeah, this one as well. And that one. Right, so let's see what your cards are. So you have the Lovers right next to love. Well, I guess in that case, especially with happiness, this is not just like you selling something or business and work with productivity, but also it could be with someone that you love. It could be a romantic interest, someone in your life whom you've had a misunderstanding with and you've blocked them out with the wall, and they're slowly like finding their way back to you. It seems like with a lost parrot, if this is the case, they've looked everywhere and they couldn't find someone like you. They feel like you are a hidden gem and they want to protect this connection at all costs at this point. And with impulsiveness, they were going slow, but are going to start taking quick action. Right. So that's why you probably have protection. Maybe this is someone who you didn't like before. You've set a wall with them. And it looks like this time you're going to be getting better communication from them. You have the embodiment of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands. Look at that. And all of the attention in the Six of Wands. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. The Moon card. And I will tell you the same thing that I got with the Moon card for pile number 1, I think, or 2. I think it was 1. 2. No. I can't remember. My apologies. What I want to say is there is a full moon in Leo called the Wolf Moon on the 25th of January. So you might be getting like an important communication by that time, like maybe some initial communication now and then something significant happening by that time. Okay. You have the Eight of Cups. So interesting. You have the Nine of Swords. These two exact cards showed up in a reading a couple of days ago. You have the Empress card. Empress could be denoting a mother as well. That popped up. That idea popped up in another reading with the kangaroos. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, I think I'm going to move these a bit up. This way we have space. You have the Ace of Swords. The parrot again. Like communication. Ace of Swords. And you have the Knight of Wands. Right, you still have more cards here. 2, 3, 6 more cards. We'll bring them out when it's due time. So, what's going on here? This is someone who you were about to cut a connection with. You're about to take off of your life, or you thought you walked away from with the wall. And I think with the parrot, this is someone who you've heard their voice before. So you do know this person, and especially with the release here, they used to like bother you in the past and you've pushed them away. With the hummingbirds, they're finding their way back to you because they know that you are exactly what you want, whether this is business or love or someone important in your life. I think you will be surprised to have a communication from someone you left in the past, blocked, who you didn't think would contact you again. There seems to be a lot of attention on you with the Six of Wands. Perhaps with the popularity card, especially the Six of Wands, Queen of Wands. Both cards have in common the idea of popularity. You could be like popular. Look at that. You're seen as a unicorn. You're seen as a hidden gem. And there's this person, do you see the black cat? Looks up to you. Really looks up to you, respects maybe your boundaries, respects who you are. There's a lot of mystery around you with the moon. They don't know what you're up to. And things were moving slow between you and that person, whether at work or in your connections. And I do see you'll be surprised with the productivity here to see just how hard they will work as they connect with you to create a stable, loving connection between the two of you. They want to move the connection between you and them towards success. They want it to grow in the right way. I think this person knew all along how they've harmed you with all of the intuition we're seeing. They have a hunch, they have an understanding, a strong feeling of how they've gone wrong with you. And there will be a warm communication. It's going to be rather pleasant with the happiness card. I think with the candle here as well, they're going to be showing conspicuous courage. And they will be acting in a unique way that you did not expect at all. I think you're going to be seeing a unique side of them. What once moved very slow will now start to move quickly. I think what this person once did really distressed you with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I think this is a person. Do you see how they have their hands on their ears? I can't hear this anymore, and it's so gray and very haunting here. I think this is a person who highly distressed you. So this is why you'll be very surprised to hear from them again. You will also be very surprised at how they look up to you and how they respect you. And you will be very surprised after this energy to see just how much they've grown spiritually and how warm and pleasant they are. I think with the parrots that I keep seeing here, they told you something, or they told you some things that stuck with you with the Nine of Swords. Or you told them something that stuck with them. It keeps repeating in their minds. I think you hit a chord with this person. You said something and it keeps repeating in their mind, playing out with all the phone numbers, like repeating, redialed in their mind, over and over and over. And it led to spiritual growth here. You helped them grow. How interesting, especially with organization here. I think they have taken strong action on how they want to take specific actions. Capricorn energy with productivity. I think they've planned out, they have identified what was wrong. They've awoken with all of this intuition. something is clear. And perhaps this is why they're displaying conspicuous courage. Because they've done so much internal work here. I'll let you know why with organization in Capricorn. They've communicated properly to themselves. I think they've hated seeing themselves in that light. And they have thought in an organized manner about where they went wrong and where they went right. And they've taken strong action for themselves. And they are moving in the right direction with the hummingbird. The hummingbird knows the way. And you might be surprised with the unicorn here. It's like this sort of change would happen to someone once every blue moon. But with all of the intuition I'm seeing, this is spiritual growth happening. Perhaps this is why it's once every blue moon. Funny, you have the blue moon here. So I think this is someone who used to make you cry with the rain. Really make you cry. And you will be really surprised to see just how hard they worked on themselves with productivity and how much they want to collaborate with you with the bees. I see they're moving from the energy of distress with the Nine of Swords and haunting you and making you sad to more loving energy with the Empress. This is like on the brinks of you letting them go forever. You know, do you see the scissors? Like right when you're like, that person can never exist in my life. They've saved the last thread. And the reason they're going to be saving the last thread is because of their impressive change from being brutal in some way to being so nurturing. And so Action of Wands, they will show you how they have changed through their actions and not their words. And you will be able to sense their love through these actions and their choices with the Lover's card. I think this person in the past, the reason for cutting off with the Four of Pentacles, they were so selfish, I think. They were so selfish. They were keeping something to themselves, selfishly. And perhaps that extreme selfishness of taking things away from you that were rightfully yours was the reason for this release. You can see their path now is more full of light. You'll really be surprised at how this person is moving in the right direction automatically. I think you've done something that triggered their emotional growth. You'll be surprised with this communication. And this person, do you see where it fell? Will be all about action. They will constantly show you your dearness to them through their action. Yeah, it wants to stay there, so I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, you'll be very surprised at how this person changes. And I think they will be calling you on the phone, especially with the antenna here. I think you will be receiving a phone call or something. Yeah, Ace of Swords, like new ideas, new communication, especially that you will understand through the phone call how one thing that you said kept repeating in their mind, haunting them almost, just as once they've haunted you. Do you see with the, how did I miss this graveyard? It's like you've nearly considered this person dead in your life. They were dead to you. I think this is what it means. And all of a sudden, they've put so much attention on you. Look at that. Watching. It's like, look at the eyes. They're like so focused, laser focused on you because of what you said. That is really haunting them. I also think they are so threatened by the last thread of hope that could be cut off. And I almost felt pain, like nearly crying, as I said that, I think this was a channeled emotion, like feeling their deep pain and wound of that cutting off. Okay, so you still have 6 more cards. Perhaps this is more information on how this communication is going to be like and what they're going to say. So you have the 3 of Cups. You can definitely see it's more welcoming, it's more cozy with the mantle and the 3 of Cups. It's more sweet, more happy talk. You have another king, the embodiment of wands. You know, the embodiments and the action in this deck really makes me feel like you're going to see them embody the things they say. You're going to see them a person of action and not just words. And you have the 9 of Cups. This could really be for some of you with the eggs here, family, especially with the Empress, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe this is someone you saw as family. It could also, like I said, be a mother because of the Empress. And you can see the ducks paws. No, not paws. They're called, I forgot. Yeah, you can see their feet, so to speak, there. So for some of you, it could be like a parent, a father, a mother. Another embodiment. So you have the King of Swords. Like you have the 3 kings here. Pentacles, swords, and wands. The King of Hearts missing. I think this is a person who did not give you their heart. That's what's missing on the table, unless we see it here now. This is a person who like was a bit selfish and wasn't sharing how they feel with you. And I think this is what the 3 of Cups is saying. They're now going to be sharing more of what they think of you, of how they feel towards you. It's going to feel more homey, I believe. Wheel of Fortune. Like, remember when I told you this element of something happening once in a blue moon? Very few people could transform like that. And this is the blue butterfly, you know? The blue butterfly is very rare in nature. Again, with the idea of the blue every once in a blue moon, I get the idea of something rarely happening, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. And you do see the Tree of Life here, showing spiritual growth for sure. And you have the Hierophant. You see, literally someone who has learned. Also, you will feel that this is someone who's committed to you in this communication. Someone who's starting to feel more homey. And with the embodiment of swords, this is someone who's going to be brutally honest. Like we did say, conspicuously clear on when it comes to everything that they say. You know, no guessing, no playing games, no gaslighting. Like very straightforward, very honest. I think you're going to be so surprised with this person. They found their way out of this labyrinth. They were lost as a soul, especially with the Tree of Life. They were lost, and now they found their way. In fact, you have a compass here, and that's how you're going to see this as very fortunate. They are seeing this as very fortunate because, wow. Another bluebird here, because this means that it's not something you usually see. Maybe it's things that we usually see in the movies, right? It's that happy ending we see in the movies and go, yes, well, that was nice. So with embodiment here, I really see this is a time of your life where you're going to see someone who you released in the past actually change, come out of this labyrinth as a changed person, ready to commit to doing the right thing, feels closer, warmer. In fact, with the 9 of Cups, this is communication that may trigger again tears, a wish fulfillment, and how you once would have wished this person would be like. Much warmer and much more in control of their actions and words and emotion actions, and manifestations of the things that they say, or bringing fortune somehow to your life with the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Depending on, you will understand your message better, how this brings fortune to you. Perhaps we've been talking all along about your manager or a business partner or anyone really. But in all cases, I do see that this communication will bring a lot of fortune to you. Yeah, so look out for a phone conversation from now, or maybe on the 25th of January. If you're watching this now, it could mean, if you're watching this later, it could mean towards the end of the month. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see happening for you as your important communication that is reaching you now. I wish you all the best of luck, although it's really by your side now. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away. As soon as you finish this ebook, it will change your mindset forever about how to become productive easily and all while enjoying it. If you have new goals this year that you're so passionate about, this is the book for you. It will really help you reach these goals easily. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to it down in the description box. You'll find more information about this ebook. You'll find reviews. You'll find what to expect in this ebook. There's also an audiobook. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.